Hi, hello, welcome to BEL English. This is a cool opportunity provided by a Canadian company, Sunstones to Co Limited, and it's a helper job for construction sites. This company is into construction and they are taking a lot of projects across British Columbia, Surrey, and they do have opening for this specific job as a construction helper and laborer job, which is categorized under NOC group of 7611. So before we get into the details of this particular job posting, if you are new viewer to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel and click the bell button next to it so that you'll receive regular video updates on daily new job postings. And do follow us on Facebook and Instagram. I've given the page links on the below description box. This job as a helper in Canada, BC, is offered by the Sunstones to Co Limited with a salary package of $21 per hour. The employer is willing to pay $21 per hour, and it's a full-time employment with a permanent contract. So you would understand what a permanent employment, permanent terms of employment means in Canada. So you would be entitled to have all the benefits of a permanent employee over there, which includes the health benefits and retirement benefits as well. The start date as soon as possible, as the employer is really in need of someone who can assist him on this helping job. It's a construction job where the construction trade helper and laborer is the NOC group, which is being categorized for this position. The job title is construction helper. Language requirement for this job is English. So you should have good English, but still the employer mentions that basic English knowledge is more than enough in order to sustain on this role. So it's required to have English to make the conversation between your colleagues and to make conversation among the people who you are working with and from your superiors and across teams. You'll have multiple team members and other teams working along with you on a construction site, so where you definitely require English for making the conversation and to understand what is being communicated to you from the other people. And the job location is Surrey, British Columbia, but still you would be delegated across different locations. As you could see, the work location is candidates are required to work at various locations in Lower Mainland, Greater Vancouver, as per company's contract. So company contract, so they do have contractual arrangement with several sites in several places. Since it's a construction company, they have construction work going on with existing buildings, additions of a few floors or modifications or any other structural changes would happen, and also on the new sites where the altogether new construction happens. So you would be delegated on any of such sites, but that will be located in and around the British Columbia, might be in Greater Vancouver or Lower Mainland. So it's all in British Columbia. And as you see, the construction helper NOC 7611 with a permanent position, and start date is as soon as possible. So education requirement, so he is neither looking for you to have any qualification nor experience. It's all about having just that passion to do the work. So that's more than enough. The wage rate is $21 per hour, as I've mentioned it already, and the work duration which the employer is asking is 40 hours per week. So you are supposed to work a minimum of 40 hours per week, and supports if you are providing beyond these hours would also be added with any of other benefits which the employer would explain from time to time. So he asks you to work for a minimum of 40 hours per week. That's the commitment which he is expecting, along with the wage rate of $21 per hour. The education not at all required, and the experience not at all required. And most importantly, on-job training is being provided for you. So you will be given with a lot of support from the employer as an on-job training. So it's all about helping job where your training happens simultaneously while you are on the job. So English, basic knowledge of English is more than enough here. So the job duties would be as follows. So assist tradesmen in constructing, renovating residential homes and other wood and cement structures. So this is what we have been mentioning just few moments ago. So you have to assist them. So they do have construction sites while they do constructions, renovations, and then other wood and cement works, where you are supposed to help them and assist the actual person who is doing this construction process and renovating, and they are the co-workers who actually does the process. They are the people who has the experience and exposure on these working activities, where you'll assist them on those minimum work which are dependent around them, so which are typically like assisting them with few equipments or giving them the materials, and then taking a few lifts for them, heavy lifts, so that they would be able to concentrate on their actual co-work without affecting the it's all about the time management, without affecting the entire timing. So they would ask you to give them assistance in specific to other work which are not related to the core activity. So deliver or hold material or tool to help tradesmen and help in other activities. This is what exactly what I was explaining. So it's all about giving them the materials or other tools for help them to work on actual work which is out of what is being handled by you. So it's completely like they wanted to do the core work, and to keep them concentrate on the core work, you would be assisting them while delivering certain materials, tools, or any other assistance which the tradesmen actually look for. So load, unload and transport construction materials. As it's a construction site, you are supposed to load, unload and transport. Whenever something comes in, you are supposed to unload them, and whenever you are about to dispatch certain thing, you would be loading them into the vehicle. And then transportation, of course, the transport construction material would also be assisted by you. So select tools, equipments and materials from storage and transport item to the work site. So depending on the actual tradesman to whom you are being assigned, you are supposed to select the tools and equipments from the storage section and take them along with you while you travel to the work site. So it's like they have an office location in Surrey where you would be reporting early in the morning. So once you report from there, you would be given with a specific site. So based on the site and based on the tradesman to whom you are assigned with, you're supposed to take the equipments, and the tradesman would let you know like what are the equipments and materials you're supposed to carry. So you are supposed to get them from the storage which is in their office location, and then carry them along with you and transport them along with you to the work site, which would actually help the tradesman to do his actual core work. So 10 feed machines or equipments used in the construction sites, such as mixers, compressors and pumps. So you do have other equipments and machineries being used in the construction site. So that could be a mixer which mixes the cements and other materials which are used in a construction site, compressors and pumps which would actually be used for the other different purposes. So you are supposed to tend them or feed them appropriately with the required fuel or any other electrical requirement, whatever it is, you are supposed to feed them. And then if it is a mixer, you have to feed them the cement and then the other materials in order for it to create a concrete. So you are supposed to add those stones and other stuffs which the employer would give you as a training and explain you over a course of period. So deliver lumber planks, tools and nail, cement, glue, tiles, color and other material on the work site. So these are all a typical work site requirement materials. You are supposed to deliver them. Lumber planks, the wooden planks which are timber planks which are used while in the construction site for various purposes, and that would also include tools and nails in order to use them on the surface by the tradesmen, and then cements, that's what is being used predominantly in the construction process, glue, tiles, color and other materials. So these are typically differs. These would typically differs from time to time whenever the requirement arises to the tradesman. So he'd let you know, or the employer would let you know what are the requirements that you are supposed to carry. So as and when the instruction is given to you from your supervisor or the tradesperson, the tradesman, you are supposed to get them for them, so that they would concentrate on their actual work, and that will be a kind of assistance for them. Help cut timber or the lumber and the paneling to specific dimension, drill holes in the timber or lumber. So that's again a kind of assistance and help you provide to the tradesman, like cutting the timber. And like how a construction site would actually work. It will all be filled with different technical resources who would specifically work. It would have electrician, it would have construction helper, it would have the person who actually does the construction, it would have the mason. You would have so many people involved in the process of a construction, where you would have to get them what they are looking for. So you would be given with the instruction, like what has to be done and what has to be brought by you. So all you have to do is use the resources and materials available there, and the things which you have carried from the storage, to get them completed and delivered to that person who asked you for that help. It's like cutting the timber, lumbers, and paneling them to a specific size which they are asking for, and drill holes if required on those lumbers or timbers. So assist in shaping, measuring, and assembling wood materials, cement materials, tiles, and related activities. So it's all like, again, when a specific skeletal diagram or a blueprint is given by engineer to the mansion, so mansionary person, so he would actually do, the mason would actually create those things, and he would get the assistance from the helper to create such things. So it's basically the mason's thing, where he would create them, shaping, measure based on the measurements which he has received from the engineer based on the diagram. So he would use those materials and cement materials, tiles, and other stuffs to get that into proper shape which is being given on to him on the diagram. So that's what you would be assisting. And it's like operate various hand and power tools, and again assist in shaping, measuring the other stuffs, and mix, pour, spread materials such as concretes. So of course that's the major help which you would be doing, like mixing and pouring and spreading the materials, concretes and other stuffs which are being used on the construction site at the time of doing a specific shape or doing a specific structure or creating a structure. So clean and prepare the surface. So you should have always that sense of cleaning your place and having them neat and proper for the other technical resources to use them and to complete the actual goal of the process. And assist team in completing the rough and finish stages of stucco portions. So it's like you'll assist them in completing the roughing up surface and finishing the stucco portions. Is something like a pattern which is being made on a surface that's for decorative purpose, done on surfaces where that will be a monotonous job involving to do a repeated activity that would get the actual structure which is being expected out of a surface. So that's what the stucco portion, where you would be delegated on those activities, where you would be doing that again and again in order to attain the actual expectation or the actual output which comes from that surface. It's completely the look oriented and decorative purpose thing. And work setting, yes, you will have the candidate should be available to work full time in day or evening or weekends. Overtime is required if whenever the employer asks you to. And of course, as I have mentioned it already, you would be given with proper and great amount of remuneration when it comes to doing overtime and extending during the weekends. So you would be definitely recognized and remunerized while you are doing these kind of additional activities besides the 40 hours which is being expected from you. And you should be able to lift the weight of about 50 pounds and should be willing to work outdoor. Okay, that could be outdoor, indoor, and that can be a rainy surface or a shine surface. And other information, the position is open for aboriginal person, youth, new immigrants, and a person with disabilities. So the employer is providing equal opportunities for all of them. So you could try and apply and see how your luck turns out to be. And how to apply, you can write an email to the employer. The post has been given on the below description box. So I've given the link for this post on the description box. You can try accessing it, and you can go through the post by yourself, where I have mentioned the email address as well of the employer. So you can write in an email with your updated resume along with your cover letter, and make sure you do have your portfolio being attached, the portfolio which shows your previous experience or exposure into the industry. Even if you don't have, that's cool enough. You can just attach your updated resume along with your cover letter. So I guess we have covered enough information. Again, I would like to specify here, the post is available on a below description box. I've given the link for this post, and there you'll find the email address of the employer to write an email with your updated resume and the cover letter. So if you do have any questions or queries regarding this job posting, do feel free to let me know in the comment section. I'll be pleased to assist you on them. So we'll see you soon with another new job posting. So before I sign up, please do subscribe to the channel and click the bell button next to it. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook without fail. We'll see you soon with another new job posting. Till then, take care guys. Bye bye.